Hi everyone, I'm Francis Desti. I feel really blessed and honored to share with you a frame for your next endeavor with breathwork, conscious and coherent breathing. I discovered breathwork a few years ago in men's circles. Actually, I reconnect a lot at this moment with my inner child, and it gave me a tremendous opportunity to heal, to reconnect with my inner child. So from then, it really picked up my curiosity, and I decided to breathe more consciously. Beginning of 2022, I start to look to search for a school that really resonate with me. And after interviewing a lot of people who've done breathwork courses, I think I've really found the perfect match, which is Alchemy of Breath, located in London. This school is extraordinary in terms of his human connection, as well as the deep of the technical information that are teach. So I highly recommend it to you if you are looking for a breathwork school. So today you're probably preparing yourself for a breathwork session with me, or maybe a record one. The length of the session might be between 30 to 60 minutes. We're gonna practice the Coherent conscious breathing, which means that we are going to put all of our intention in the continuous breath. You will be encouraged to inhale for 5 seconds plus or less, and exhale for 4 or 5 seconds as well. You can imagine yourself having breathing through a symbol of infinity, or 8, number 8. I'm going to give you an example. So you probably remark 2 things. The first one is there's no break in between the inhale and the exhale. And the second one is you put more of your intention, love, for the inhale. Maybe some, I will say to the level of around 100%. And for the exhale, you just open your mouth and let go of the exhale. So the force is maybe at around 80% for the exhale. So more of your focus, strength is during the inhale. Simply, you will be guided through this session by the music and myself. You can imagine that we're gonna climb a mountain together. So if the length of the session is 30 minutes, we're gonna climb the mountains for 15 minutes and go down for 15 minutes. If you are experimenting a session of 60 minutes today, we're gonna go up for 30 minutes before to enjoy the view at the top of the mountain, and then go down for 30 more minutes. So the intensity will gradually increase as much as we are going to the top. So you'll be invited to inhale with more passion as we are reaching to the peak of the journey, and to gently decel the intensity as more as we're going down of the mountain. During this session, you will definitely enjoy some reaction of your body. The first one is the tetany effect, which is actually a kind of a cloning of the ends. The scientific reason of why it's happening is simply because we are experimenting less CO2 in our body. Or the spiritual explanation might be simply that we kind of, our ego like to control things. So I will simply encourage you to let go of your ego and your intention. And if this situation is too intense for you, simply to longer your exhale, to maybe decrease the intensity as well of the intake of the oxygen. And if it's still too intense for you, you might just want to start to breathe by your nose to feel more comfortable. And when you're gonna feel more comfortable, to return to conscious breathing through your mouth. Definitely, you're gonna experiment the dry mouth. So I encourage you to right now just observe. Observe yourself by putting your tongue in your palate. Observe what's going on. Normally you feel the saliva dropping through your tongue. If it's not the case, I will encourage you to simply drink a bit of water, and we can breathe with our tongue in your mouth palate. So I encourage you to try the technique right now together. So your experience is gonna be more smooth. It's gonna be smoother. You will probably feel some body change temperature. It's totally normal as your body is releasing emotion. So you might want to cover yourself with a blanket during the handover. You will experiment probably too some different type of emotion. Might be joy, sadness, anger. Remember, it's normal as the breath is putting some lights on some contraction of past trauma or emotion that has been crystallized in your body. I encourage you to express them. So if you feel anger, to just hit the floor, maybe with your fists or with your feet. I've seen people screaming of anger, screaming like if they were raped, or screaming of joy while they are experimenting maybe multiple orgasm as well. Just let yourself be, especially if you are in an environment that is allowing yourself to. It's a great opportunity for you to release those emotions. Please remember as well that you're the captain of your endeavor. I'm simply showing you a map of different paths to go to the top of the mountain, but you're the one deciding which path to choose. You might want to express some sounds as well, so I'm really encouraging you to express them. However, I will discourage you to do some kind of moaning sounds, which are or simply closing your mouth while means that you're stopping the process of inhaling and exhaling. You might want to move a bit your body. That's a possibility. Of course, I encourage you to simply be here now in the observation of your emotion. But if it's not something that you can reach today, just express them. It's alright. Check around you. Make sure that the space is safe. Take out your glasses. Make sure that there's no glass around you. I'll be there to support you in the process, even if it's in a virtual recording. Just be there. Feel my presence. Feel the presence of your guides and the magical presence of the people who are there to make you feel safe. There's, of course, some contraindication of this conscious connected breathwork. So maybe if you have some, nothing to be fair of, but to be more conscious, if you have some cardiovascular disease, detached retina or glaucoma, if you've been diagnosed with brain or abdomen aneurysm, if you're doing epilepsy, if you have done experimental epilepsy, especially for the last 2 years, if you are diagnosed with bipolar or schizophrenia, maybe you have uncontrolled diabetes or thyroid condition, high blood pressure, or new pregnancy, you can do the breath work. Of course, I'm encouraging you to maybe search for the advice of your doctor. But if you do so, just breathe with less intensity and go back to a nose breathing if you judge necessary. This is your responsibility. I'm not a doctor or so just follow your bliss, listen to your heart, and to some specialist advice, of course, if necessary. I'm encouraging you to ask your question below in the comments of this video, or to reach out to me via Messenger or Instagram. I would love to answer your question. So feel free to lay down, make yourself comfortable, make sure that your throat is not in an angle with a big pillow, just to be able to fully swallow, let the air in, to be redirected into your lungs. Remember, I love you. You might want to find an engagement through this breath work towards your breath for this session, from a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being really, really soft, and 10 being really fully on. So this engagement will be maybe a point of observation while you're climbing the mountain. I love you. Enjoy the journey. See you soon.